I've never done brown hair, and I was so
I'm like,
why did I waste time doing right? This is
I know.
so nice.
No, you should have been.
This is so nice.
Welcome to the VP Diaries. It's a new show talking about wigs, bundles, lace, makeup, hair perfume, some quizzes. And on this episode, we actually have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Flora, aka Ritaflora.
Yeah, so I just thought it was cute, like wig, but we're going for a full look. As it is October, so you know, going for like the full winter look. Should we just like move over?
Let's get the autumnal vibes going.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So nice.
So as you can see, we've gone brown.
You ate.
So beautiful, by the way, so beautiful. Like it really complements the well, and it's so like autumn coded winter.
I've never done brown hair, and I was so why did I waste time doing right? This is
I know.
so nice.
No, you should have been.
This is so nice.
Like I cannot believe how well.
Oh.
Absolutely love. So we're gonna add some colours. So we've already got the hair layered. Got some layers in here. Now we're gonna add some colours. But even a bit heavy layered, it still looks really good straight. And if anything, you could just bump the ends.
The hair feels amazing as well. It took some colour, like it doesn't feel.
Oh,
you know, sometimes when you colour hair,
yeah,
it can feel dry.
Let's also not forget to add. This was originally bleached, dyed, everything. This was a much lighter blonde. This is just revamped hair. No closure change, no nothing. Just revamped hair, and it literally looks and feels brand new.
So nice and soft.
So yeah, now we're gonna add some curls to this. And we're just gonna get into the show.
So I live kind of a double life. So 9 to 5, I'm a cybersecurity consultant, and then 5 to 9, I'm also a beauty, well, more so lifestyle, but I'm transitioning to be more so beauty content creator. It's very interesting doing both because they are both very demanding, but believe it or not, I would say content creation is probably harder than cybersecurity. Only in the sense that as a content creator, especially at the moment, I'm not managed, I'm self-managed, you wear all the hats. Like you're the person coming up with the content, you're filming the content, you're then speaking to the brands, you're going to the brand events, you're negotiating things. Like there's so many different things that you need to do. But I still love it. I've always loved beauty. I've always loved makeup. I've always loved getting my hair done. So it made sense that this is what I kind of ended up doing. To get started in cybersecurity, I think the very first step is for you to actually find out what it is, because I think when you say cybersecurity, I think people must think I sit in a dark room in front of like a dark laptop tapping away constantly, but it's such a broad field. And how I got into it, I self-taught myself. I applied to work in communications but for cybersecurity. Did an apprenticeship, and then during the apprenticeship I became a consultant, which is what I do now. So my role, it requires me to have little bits of knowledge about everything, not necessarily in-depth knowledge, so that if someone says something, I'm able to say, oh, you would need to speak to, so that I know who to point them to, so that I can consult on the issue that they've got and come up with a solution, rather than being the person that gets down and fixes it. And then in my other world, the first thing I would say is know what you're getting yourself into. Again, just like cybersecurity, know what you're getting yourself into, because I kind of became a creator by accident. Like I'd go on holiday, come back, post some bits, maybe post an outfit, and then it started growing from there. But when I say it's honestly the hardest thing that I've done, there's very rewarding parts to it, but then there's also parts where I'm like you're just like, why did I start this? Because you're constantly, it's the one job that I've ever done in my life where I'm constantly thinking about myself, in the sense of like, how am I coming across? How am I coming across to my audience? Am I still putting out the right content for my audience? And also, how am I coming across? If you want to get to the point where you're working with brands, you then start thinking, how am I coming across for the brands? So when I started, I didn't have a niche, and it was fine because you'll get so many random bits of content from me. Some days I might be cooking, some days I might be doing my makeup. But then I think now the reason why I'm going more towards the beauty side is because it kind of makes it easier for you as a creator if you have a niche, and it stops that burnout. But then once you've had that niche and your audience knows you for that thing, you can now start incorporating different things. So even though I'm gonna niche down into beauty, fashion is still something that I really love. And knowing how content works, I'm gonna be there talking about a mascara or whatever, and someone will still ask me, where did you get your top? So it's still gonna feed into it in some way. And I think the best creators are people that you can tell are passionate about content creation because they genuinely enjoy it, and they haven't just done it because they're like, oh, I saw so-and-so got a brand deal, or I saw so-and-so open in PR, all of that stuff. So just make sure that you enjoy it and have fun, try different things, especially at the very beginning. Try different things. Find those creators that you admire and you like their content style. Don't necessarily copy, but what is it that you like about their content style? What parts speak to you? And how would you like to show up in your own content? The people that do comment, make sure that you're engaging with them, make sure that you're replying back. I always, even if I take long to reply, I still make sure that I go back to any content that I've posted to reply to those people and give meaningful replies as much as I can, rather than just emojis. I think a great way that I've seen some of my peers, I call them my colleagues. So like one of my really good friends in content, she loves Alive, and I think that's really helped her build her community because she talks to them a lot on live. And then the brand side, brands can be very picky. What to do at the beginning of your career is come up with your brand's wish list. So I've got a brand's wish list, and it starts with short term, mid term, long term. As well as that, I've got the brands. I make a list every time I work with a new brand. I add them to lists of brands that I'm already working with, like people I'm already engaging with. So for example, if I think of like a short-term brand that I would love to work with, MAC, for example. So I've not worked with MAC directly before. I would love to work with MAC. But then, exactly, that's literally, my first makeup was Dream At Mousse.
Yeah. I thought it was first.
But then once I actually upgraded and, started learning more about makeup, MAC was the first. So I would love, that would be such a nice full circle moment. If you want to work with brands, think of how you can organically feature them in your content. So if I want to work with MAC, like my favorite lipstick of all time is MAC's Velvet Teddy. I'm always using Velvet Teddy.
That's good.
Tagging them in that, making sure, also have a look at creators that are working with brands. What is it in their organic content do you feel? How are they featuring those brands in their content? How do they show the brands when they're doing whatever they're doing? And start getting ideas that way. So make yourself marketable. And then final one would be go on the brand's pages. So follow them on Instagram, follow them on TikTok, look at the kind of content that they're actually posting. And does that fit in with your style? Can you see them coming to you and being like, oh, we really like your content, it fits in with what we've got. Would you like to whatever brief they've got? So to start thinking like that. And then another thing, just reach out because sometimes PR managers get stuck in their bubble. They get stuck using the same girls, especially unfortunately for us black girls. Once they find someone that they really like, they might continue to just work with that person and not branch out and look for more black girls. So you need to reach out and let yourself be known. And also comment on brands' pages. Brands look at things like that. There's like one brand where I won't say who it is. If you're not commenting on their pages, all of that, they're not going to consider you. And that's comes straight from the horse's mouth. Actually a brand that you really want to work with, look into it. At the very beginning, those are the best ways you can get noticed, and also while still building your community. So I want to say I got my first wig maybe either 2013 or 2014. My flatmate, who is one of my really close friends, her sister did hair. So I believe it was her that made me my first wig. And at that point, I didn't know anything. No, the very first thing she did for me was I did a closure sew-in. And when that thing started going back, I was like, you know what was sewing? You can leave your sewing for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That closure one, oh hell no. When your hair starts growing and that thing starts going back and back and back, it's like, eat.
Yeah. No, honestly. But I feel like at one point, it was like...
It was the thing.
It was a trend. I mean, it's kind of into style now, the whole closure.
Yeah, the 2x6 one that girls are doing,
But before it was like... Well, when I was starting, I remember it was like 4x4.
Yeah.
That was a very popular one.
Yeah.
And then, like, for the most part, you'll kind of have, like, it behind your hairline. I mean, it probably wasn't as good as how it looks now. But
so then she made me my first wig. My cousin at the time sold hair, so I was always getting hair from her. And then since then, I feel like I started wearing wigs and I kind of just didn't look bad. I've been wearing half wigs.
Oh, I love a good half wig.
I've been wearing half wigs. Yeah,
it's so slept on.
They're so slept on. Like they're less maintenance.
Yeah,
they're low maintenance.
Yes,
especially if you've got a nice curly one.
The easiest.
I can't wait for someone to spin back because that's all I'm going to have in my hair.
Exactly.
Because I got to the point where I was tired of the flattening it and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm not the best at making it look exactly like how you're gonna make it look today. I'm gonna have to go home and study it because at the end of the day, even though I say that I'm tired of wigs, I still love a wig.
It's almost like a toxic relationship.
It literally is. It's like, they eat so bad.
They do.
I just need to get better at the flattening the closure, making sure I'm getting there. Like this year, well, I'm saying I learned to curl hair, but I got a Dyson and that's been curling the hair for me. So then it's made things,
I was like,
it's been making things a lot easier because I want T3s, but I can't. I know I can't curl hair. I know I'll burn myself at every given opportunity.
You know what? Practice makes perfect.
The way I've tried, do you know what? I tried and got to a decent standard, but the way I have to do so much mental maths, I was like, no, let me just get this Dyson and start using that. Ooh, what was my first coloured wig? I think I might have done like a colour 1B, colour 4 mix, or like I added like a couple highlights, something like that. Or then, another one that was my favourite was 99J. That burgundy 99J and me went together so bad. When this wig was blonde, I wore this through the summer and everyone was like, why don't you do colour? Why is your hair always black?
Yeah.
But I think that's just my comfort blanket, black hair.
Black hair, definitely.
But
a good jet black, literally nothing beats it.
A good jet black. It's just so, I feel like it brings out your skin.
It does.
It brings out your features. It's just so, oh gosh, yeah. You could always get me with a good jet. But
you can
this
hear the
colour,
passion in your voice.
but this colour here, when you put it on my head, I was like, you're going to see me in this wig a lot. Because at the same time, as much as I love jet black, when you do colour, it's like a new you. It's a new dimension of you. And it's like, oh.
Exactly.
I didn't know I could wear this. Like, us black women, it's like we have hairstyles for seasons. Like we know what kind of hairstyles we'll do during each season. Today, it's just hair. If it's a wig, you're going to take it off. As you've seen, Rochelle's managed to turn this from blonde to now chocolate. So if you try a blonde, for example, and you're like, no, she can always change it and turn it around for you. But I think if you're scared to try colour, maybe start with a more muted colour. Maybe start with highlights, for example, because that's easier to wear rather than jumping straight to the 613. But colour on all skin tones of black women looks amazing. Like Shelley from Love Island, for example. When she did that 613, oh my god! You know how certain people, it's just, they don't know it until they've tried it. Like, I'm sure Beyonce before, did she ever have dark hair? She did, didn't she, when she first started out?
She did, and there's like one song that I really like, I think it's like Standing on the Sun. She had like jet black hair. But I will say, with Beyonce, blonde
is hers.
Really suits, but
blonde is hers.
And that's in general with a lot of people. For example, like Lotto.
Yeah.
Blonde is such like
so nice
it complements her so well, and like
so nice.
Darker colours, they still like she's a pretty girl. I mean, regardless, like it looks really good on her. But the blonde, sometimes like some people just genuinely have a signature colour that's like
exactly. And if you're scared to try a colour, you're never going to find what that signature is going to be if you're scared. If you're scared, I know, like I said, colour 1 is my comfort blanket. It's so easy. Like, I think it's a colour you can put on makeup. You don't have to wear makeup, because I feel like when I'm blonde, I have to wear makeup. I can't wear, like, I don't know. When I wear blonde without makeup, I'm like, something's missing. Whereas like with colour 1, it can just, but then there's certain people with certain like undertones where they can wear that blonde and that can actually just be them. Just try it. Start with the highlights, and then you never know, from there you'll get more adventurous. But I love when very dark skinned women do blonde hair. I think it looks so nice. I'm going to be doing my own hair, closures all the way, because it's easy. I also like to take my hair off at night and itch my head. I'm trying to grow out my edges, so I've got a routine with Sacred and all of that stuff. So if I have a frontal, I can't do it. But then frontals, when you get a nice frontal install for like a birthday or like a special event or something, oh my God, it eats. When I hear girlies like, oh, I've had my frontal on for 3 weeks, I'm like, how?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
How have you maintained it?
Yeah, me personally, I could not do a frontal
for
3 weeks.
No.
I can barely do a week, but 3 weeks is pushing it.
The longest I've had a frontal on my head was, do you know what? Recently I did a frontal bun, but it was a, you know, when they just do the frontal and then the bun. So I kept that for 10 days, and that was hard. That was a hard 10 days. My head was so itchy. Like, before we flew home, I took it off. I was like, I'm taking it off. I need to itch my head on the flight home. I'm not doing this. Holiday done. But usually 3 days. Some girls can really rock a frontal and keep it clean and it looks fresh the whole time. I'm just not one of them. I'm just not one of them.
I'll get it real quick. Like, that has to come off.
To be able to take my hair off at night, I haven't had a leave out since, so the last time I had a leave out sewing, do you know what? No, tell a lie. It was probably 2022. Went on holiday with my cousin, and I decided to do a leave out. I loved it but I'm going on holiday soon, and I've booked to do a sew-in. I think I'm going to do a middle part, but I'm going to ask her to leave as little hair out as possible, so that I can like maintain it better, because I know the girls are starting to move back to the sew-ins now as well, and they look really good. Do you do sew-ins as well?
I don't, but I do like half wigs, part wigs. Which is essentially it's basically the exact same thing, just not so down to my head, just because I wear my natural hair like a lot. So for me, having a U-part wig or half wig or clip-ins, I can take that out.
It's versatile.
Exactly. It's easier. Like, whenever I feel like this is starting to annoy me, it's coming out, and my ponytail is going back.
Done.
So that's
your slick bun done.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why I don't do sew-ins, but sew-ins are really cute. Like, I think it all just depends on your preference and your lifestyle as well.
Because I've never had a U-part wig, so I might.
You know, a U-part is literally like a sew-in. Like, there's the only difference is, and one, you can even sew down a U-part. The only difference with a U-part is you can just take it off when you're ready. Like, exact same look.
So you just leave your little tuft
everything
at the top.
Literally the exact same thing. You just get to take it off when you're ready. So obviously, maybe if you're someone that's a bit like apprehensive when it comes to wigs, I can understand why you wouldn't want to do a U-part, because some people just feel like a wig will fall off, which it won't.
But then sew it,
not.
Like you said, sew it down.
You can sew it.
Are you saying about it might fall off? I've never had a wig fall off.
I've never.
I might have had a colleague hug me a bit too tight, and then
it
pulled back a little bit. But in terms of
Exactly.
the whole wig coming off,
No chance.
I've never experienced that. So you are in good hands over here.
So this next segment is called This or That, and I'm going to show you some pictures and just pretty much let me know if it's this or that.
Cool. I think I'm going to go date night. Yeah, I think I'm going to go date night. The highlights, it's just, you know, it's like sexy. But it could also be girls trip, but it depends how long we're going for.
Yeah. And where you're going.
Exactly. But I think date night for sure.
What outfit do you think you'd wear with it?
Ooh.
If
I think it would go, if it was a date night, I feel like you could do a really nice, like, sexy black dress with it because of the highlights in it.
Exactly, yeah.
It would really make it stand out if you're wearing black, but then it would also, I think, it would also look really nice against white. Probably something more muted so that the hair can be the drama.
Yeah,
I really like the highlights on it.
Definitely.
So the Belize curl, absolutely holiday. Holiday all over. I think curly hair on holiday just looks so nice, like a nice when you're in the tropics, and it's also easier. You don't want to be faffing around with your hair every day, curling it every day, whereas with the Belize curl, I love curly hair on holiday. I feel like curly hair, it's so summer, it's warm weather, you want it to be quick, and I feel like hair like this as well, you also don't need like a beat face. Like you can do a light beat and it looks so nice. If anything, I think a light beat looks even better.
I know.
You can get wet as well, and you won't be as fast because you're probably just putting a curling custard in it whilst you're on holiday. So yeah, for me, curly hair, holidays. I feel like I've answered. You already heard me. Yeah. My love for jet black. But that being said, the sewing that I'm getting, I'm not dyeing it. I'm just gonna have it 1B. I'm gonna have it 1B and see how I get on. Know me, I might turn around and be like, damn, I wish I got jet black. Because there's just something about jet black, but then also I feel like 1B sewings also look really nice.
So
I think they look.
Does your hair match 1B, like, or do you?
Yeah, my hair's more 1B. If I'm gonna do a sew-in, I think that's why I haven't asked her, because my hair, like, I used to have a pixie cut years ago, and whenever I used to go in, she'd always have to dye my hair because my hair's actually quite. It's like I always say it's a mousy brown. It's a weird brown, but it's closer to 1B than it is color 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, color 1 for me. Side or middle? Do you know what? I think that's a really hard one, you know. Side or middle is a really hard question. I feel like a middle part, usually you'll probably catch my hair in the middle part more often than not. So based on that, I would say middle. However, when a side part is done right, oh my God, it's so nice. A side part, a layered side part, but even when it's dead straight as well, this is a really hard question. It's a really hard. I feel like middle to be on the safe side, but a side part, too good.
Yeah. C part.
You can't beat a jet black, like a fresh jet black bust down. Oh, you're that girl. You are that girl. So do you mean to lift a hair to get to blonde?
Yeah,
so
it doesn't
take
have to
1B
be,
to blonde.
1B. It doesn't have to be like to 613, but to just lift it to any type of blonde.
What do you need?
Like any. Yeah, so you know, so basically to colour hair, you need to lift it to a level, whether it's like level 6, 7, 8. So in order to do that, to basically lift the colour from a 1B.
What do I think I need?
Yeah, which one?
Oh, I'm gonna go with B. Bleach powder and peroxide. Am I right? Yeah. Because the toner, that's what you use after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to take the brassiness out. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a hairstylist here.
Please. Absolutely. I think you can wear that in humid weather. Definitely can wear in the water. I just feel like it's the best kind of hair. If you're not going to do braids, I feel like it's a great alternative for holiday.
Exactly, and I absolutely agree with that.
Yay! Should you spray alcohol-based regular body perfume on your... That is a great question. Okay, so should you spray alcohol-based perfume in your hair? I'm going to go with... Gosh, this is hard. I've never thought about it, but I'm going to go with no. I don't know why. Okay, let me assume the answer's no. Maybe it could possibly mess with the colour, if your hair's coloured. And then also, because I'm thinking if you can spray perfume in your hair, why would they make hair mists? Like, surely hair mist must be, I don't know actually. I don't know.
So, technically we shouldn't, because...
Okay.
normal like perfume,
Mm-hmm.
it's alcohol based,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and alcohol would like dry out your hair.
Okay.
So if you're consistently spraying perfume that's not designed for the hair into your hair, you're essentially just drying out the hair, which is why you need a hair perfume that doesn't have any alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead it's giving it benefits that are nourishing. The hair's still going to smell really, really good. I mean, I guess that depends on what hair perfume you get.
Mm-hmm.
But our hair perfume, the girls love it. Every girl that has tried it absolutely loves it. And again, there's no alcohol in it.
So I'm guessing hair perfumes are more oil and water based.
Yeah,
maybe.
because they're designed for the hair, whereas normal perfume is not. And they're very alcohol based, so the more you continue to use that, it's, you know, essentially drying out your hair.
And I think when it comes to your fragrance layering, hair perfume actually makes a difference. I think it actually
and it
really,
lasts long.
Yeah,
it
makes
long.
yes, yeah, because you can still smell it on the hair even after you've taken the wig off or whatever. So I think it actually does make a difference. You made it. I've learned something today.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What you want?
My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown. I wanna know if she too down. Will you be my leading lady?
Like, I haven't even seen what it looks like, but from where I'm sitting, wow.
Oh yeah, this is good.
Like, wow. It's literally giving bombshell.
Literally like that Victoria's Secret flow out.
It's like, wow. Look at the bounce.
In the meantime,
It's not going where I want.
just some me time.
Hope you doing what you want.
Crib by the beach like Odell. No, but more my killers don't tell. Shadow my mark of the New York the shelf. Now my bitches did it to Chanel. Will you be my leading lady? I wanna call you and get a little maybe. In the meantime,
It's not going where I want.
get some me time.
Hope you doing what you want. Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want.
In the meantime,
It's not going where I want.
get some me time.
You doing what you want.
In the meantime,
It's not going where I want.
get some me time.
You doing what you want. Like a glance from the past, you can see the dark. In the frame, you're the poster on the wall. My dreams, you're the prince, and I'm at the bar. Fairy tales, I'm not used to.
So we're gonna get the first look. She hasn't seen it. She literally has not seen it at all. So let's just set that up for her to have a look.
Oh, I'm really excited.
Okay, you ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Ready when you are, girl.
Oh my god. No, what took me so long to do brown hair? No, this is bombshell.
Literally.
Oh my god, what a colour. It's like brownie, Albany. If autumn was a hair, it's this. Oh yay.
How the curls.
Yay! The curls are bouncing. These don't even look like they're gonna drop. This is so different. You ate! There's nothing like coming out of a hair appointment and feeling like this. Because